remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo? What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Domoro kadiate
boy janno sikes restaurant
e sai nakko be ninna dimbal nimbe domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendin lon dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international to wada number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandin
e oto sa nakko be mu CK's restaurant
ndafa nan jannamu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
From high-risk contacts of the Numuyal case, and the compound remains under quarantine. However, frontline health workers are in dialogue with the community to be able to move the members to one of the quarantine centers. A few samples have tested positive. We all know about the positive cases. However, in Numuel, apart from this index case that tested positive, the people who have been tested have so far all tested negative. 5 new samples were also tested, and they all were negative, that is from the other communities. However, we want to make it clear that a repeat test is being conducted on one of the cases from Bangladesh whose test result was equivocal. So a repeat is being conducted as we speak. Cumulatively, the country still has a total of 3 positive cases, 1 probable case. It is important for us to also note that all 3 confirmed cases were imported with no epidemiological link to each other. We also wish to inform you that the index case and the URR case are both still under hospitalization and stable and responding to the treatment that they are being given. The regional situation, as we all know, the COVID-19 pandemic is going worldwide, and as of 26 March 2020, 43 African countries, including the Gambia, reported confirmed cases of COVID-19. Senegal, the Gambia's only immediate neighbor, reported 105 cases. The first set of cases in the affected African countries were imported. However, local transmission is now on the increase. Globally, the situation since the 31st December 2019 and as at 26 March 2020, a total of over 500,000 positive cases of COVID-19 were identified, and these were reported in 196 countries. Of these, there were over 23,500 deaths, which puts the crude fatality rate at 4.51%. Currently, we have 215 people on quarantine in various hotels in the country, and they are all safe and in good condition. In addition, 310 people completed follow-up. Those were the asymptomatic people with a travel history to affected countries, and 123 contacts were traced. A total of 57 tests were conducted, of which 3 were positive. 53 test results were negative, and currently we have 1 inconclusive test result which is being reported for confirmation. We would like to appeal to the general public for their continuous support and collaboration in the successful implementation of the COVID-19 surveillance, including contact tracing, rapid response, and risk communication to strengthen community-based surveillance at all levels. I would like to take this great opportunity on behalf of the government of the Gambia to thank all health professionals and security personnel for the hard work and sacrifice for the people of this country. We wish to tell the people of this country that COVID-19 is a reality. We should not be complacent. We should protect ourselves, our families, and the entire country. It is not far away. It is in the Gambia. And with certain measures advised by the health professionals, with the help of the Almighty Allah, we will be protected. So let us all take those measures very, very seriously, and we make sure that we teach our people. We send the message across to our families, friends, and the entire nation, so we all stay protected. It is possible with the help of the Almighty Allah, so let us do our best. I wish to thank all the partners, the government departments, the private sector, municipal and area councils, and communities for the support and collaboration in the fight against COVID-19. Together, we can fight COVID-19. I thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Honorable. I now hand over to Abubakar Santana to facilitate the question and answer session. We only need about 2 minimum questions and 3 maximum questions if possible. But I'm sure with what we heard from him now, that will also lessen the question. But the floor will be opened by Mr. Sankano to facilitate that. Mr. Sankano will kindly facilitate that.
Thank you very much, Director Modunjai, and thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for those assuring words. Your voice is really reassuring for all of us. And thank you very much for leading us in this battle against an invisible enemy. We shall defeat it. Thank you very much for joining us in today's briefing, and the floor is open for 2, maximum 3 questions. Yes, the gentleman from Africa, Ibrahim Ba. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the questions. Yes, funds have been pledged for the support of the COVID-19 response, and the process of implementation has started. But of course, with government funds, you know, there are a lot of rules regarding government procurement, and those rules are being followed. As we speak, I cannot tell you exactly what has been spent. You know, as time goes on, we'll be getting summaries. But as we speak, I cannot say exactly how much has been spent. But what I know is various items have been procured. The sanitary materials have been procured. Sanitizers have been procured. Water containers have been procured. Protective materials have been procured. The quarantine centers are being paid for. Food and various items have been provided for the quarantine people. Our response teams are equally being taken care of. So there is a lot that needs to be done. And importantly, also the response teams need vehicles, and that procurement is also on, so that when they are called, they can respond without delaying. So a lot of activities are happening, and we are also renovating the centers where these patients are going to be held. You know, a lot of work is going on. If you did pass by the sanatorium, which is going to be a treatment center, a lot of work is going on. So a lot of activities are currently undergoing. Of course, you know, all that is going to be, you know, from those funds. Yeah. Now, the social distancing is very, very important, because we keep on saying for communicable diseases, being away from the source of infection means the disease is not likely to get to the individual. So it makes a lot of sense. If individual A is infected and individual B is nowhere near individual A, would the infection get to him? No, it's not likely to get to him. This is why we emphasize social distances. Now we know the route of transmission. Before we knew the route of transmission and so on and so forth, then the challenges were there. But now that we know the route of transmission, and if it moves from person to person, we say let us have some space between us. I don't think that should be difficult. It shouldn't be difficult. These are not normal times. These are difficult times, and abnormal times call for abnormal responses. These are abnormal times, well, maybe not abnormal, but they are not usual times. So they rather call for unusual responses. I will reframe it. These are unusual times, and they call for unusual social behavior. Socially, we like to interact, we like to sit together, we like to share a lot of things, particularly more so in our Senegambia region. But this is not time for that. Why don't we suspend it? We suspend all those. Inshallah, when the COVID-19 problem is over, then we can go back to our normal social interactions. I think we all need to adapt. Thank you.
Gentleman from Tirang.
People were sacked, you say? Sacked for spreading false information. Yeah. Well, okay. Thank you very much. With the quarantine centers, I must say, when it started, this is a new thing, so there were challenges. I don't think any country had quarantined this number of people in their own history that we are seeing now. Probably not in the modern times. So quarantining people is a big challenge everywhere in the world. Now in the Gambia, when this situation happened, the first instance, we only got to know about the arrival of the flight just few hours before the arrival. That's when our people started looking for a place to put the people. So it was a big challenge. Now when they did that, at the beginning, the hotels did not even want to accommodate them because they were thinking of their brand names. No hotel wanted to be labeled Corona Hotel. So we had a big difficulty getting hotels to accept to quarantine them. But as they became more and more informed that after the evacuation of those people from their hotels, the necessary measures will be taken and their hotels will be used again. So that is how they opened up. And in fact, all of them have been very helpful and very, very nationalistic in providing their hotels for them to be used. So those teething problems were there at the beginning, and there was a lot of improvement. But I must say, when we do things in Gambia, let's also look at what happened elsewhere. You see, let's also not look at Gambia in isolation. We have known that there are countries where they said they were going to quarantine people, and they said those individuals were going to pay for their own hotel fees. And I'm sure you've seen those in the media. We had seen a country too where when the people said, another country said the people were going to pay for their own quarantine fees to the hotel. The people did not agree, and you know what they did? They took them out and took them to a primary school. That is a reality in an African country We never dreamt of that, and we'll never dream of that. So our people are in hotels. They had challenges initially. Those challenges have been resolved. But you also know that some of them are in, which hotel is it again? Sun Beach Hotel. Sun Beach Hotel, is it not a good hotel? Sun Beach Hotel is a good hotel. So as the numbers increase, we incorporate more and more hotels. We want the best for them. It is not a punitive measure. It is not. In fact, it's actually protecting them and their immediate families first. Because if there is going to be interaction, we interact more with our immediate families first than the general community. It is expensive for government to quarantine. It takes a toll on our health staff to monitor these facilities. You can see we all hardly sleep. We don't sleep much, all of us, the entire team. But it is in the interest of the public. That is why the quarantine is being carried. But I must say, I think there is increasing understanding now. Those who are under quarantine, they appreciate, most of them appreciate the fact that it is in good faith, and we all just waiting for the time to elapse. Very soon some will be allowed to go back to their families, and that is our prayer, that is our wish, that they all go back to their families without encountering any problem. So yes, we'll discuss with the team with regards to the media visiting the quarantine centers, so you see for yourselves, what is there. I'll discuss with the team. I cannot make that unilateral decision. I'll discuss with the team so that we see what the best practice is. So you get there. I've forgotten the other one. Yes, so there are guidelines as to when we should use the various protective, gadgets, protection gadgets. And so those guidelines, in fact, we have the WHO recommendations when you use the mask, when you use the gloves, when you use the full gear, so we want to circulate that to you. It's upstairs, so you all read it, and so you are in a better understanding, so you also appreciate, so that we can also use these protection materials judiciously. Otherwise, the chances that we run out of them, and then when we need them, we won't find them. So we will share that with all of you, so you can also use it to protect, to help in the protection of all of you. When to use the mask, when to use the gloves, and so on and so forth, right? Good.
Thank you very much.
He had another one that escaped my mind.
About communication.
Yes, communication. It really puzzles me why people would like to give false information. I still cannot understand. And I'm sure you also don't understand why people want to give false information. But, human beings, they do things for various reasons. Of course, a lot of them just not justifiable. But we want to encourage them. Of course, this is a democracy. So we want to, by all means, maintain the liberty of the people to freedom of expression. But I think it should be used judiciously for the good of the people. So when they circulate false information, it is not helpful. It's not helpful, and it does more harm than good. However, someone sent one message to me about the spraying too. But what I noticed there, they say the federal government. We don't have a federal government here. So I thought probably it was not meant for Gambia. It was meant for another country, and then someone just took it and then was circulating it. But we urge all of you, because you can also advocate, so that, the media is very instrumental in spreading the right message across. So use your own media and your own your capabilities, own strategies to make sure that people try to get information from the right sources. Thank you.
What was the question about difficulties in moving them from the community?
Moving people from their homes is not so easy, into quarantine centers. Or people come from a journey, expecting to get together with their families. We say, no, you cannot join your families. You have to go and stay in a hotel for 2 weeks within your country. All those are not easy for individuals, and it takes time for some individuals to agree. So yes, there are challenges, but there is dialogue going on to make sure. But what we can tell you, the information we are getting from our people, is that they are confined where they are already, so that there is adequate social distancing before we finally move them to a quarantine center. Yeah.
Director, you want to say something? We have a lot of work to do, so tomorrow you can reserve. Director, you want to make say something? Oh, you want to take...
I'll allow one or two.
Okay, Minister, allow it.
Before you come in, okay, one of them can come in. Aisha, you got your opportunity yesterday. Okay, you can come again.
Good afternoon. I am Aisha from Gambian Talents TV. Honorable Minister, we see that the President will be addressing the nation at 8 p.m. tonight, but only for TV stations are mentioned, that is GRTS, Paradise, QTV, Star TV. Star TV, the online TVs are going everywhere to provide maximum coverage for the COVID-19. Why is the online not included to cover the President's address to the nation? And the second question is, the government is encouraging Gambians to stay in their homes as much as possible. But we all know that the average Gambian family depends on the breadwinner going out to do some rubber on daily basis before they can put food on their table for their families. What is the government doing to provide support to families to stay home? And why do they need 2 breathing instead of 1? What will the President talk about that is different from what he said?
Well, first of all, the first part of your question should have been directed probably to the communications officer or the director of media relations and the OP, and you can put forward a case to her. She would be able to be in the best place to answer that. Now, with regards to what the President is going to say, I mean, the speech hasn't come out yet, so I wonder what you want me to say about that. So we all await the speech. I will also be listening to it. So today we'll be glued to the TV to watch what is going to be said, so that we all, understand it, and then we act accordingly. Yeah, but I think with regards to what is happening in Gambia, yes, we all know the way our people work. People work on a daily basis to earn a living. So that's one of the challenges we have as a nation. So sometimes you understand when people call for certain things, these are the challenges. And I think those are all being looked into. One thing I can tell you is that we have a very considerate government that looks at all those points, all those facts, looks at the people who need to go and work on daily basis, and what they get is what they take to their homes on daily basis. The government looks at all that, and they also look at the fact that some people have a lot of challenges in feeding, and the government, I know, is looking at all possibilities to alleviate the suffering of the people and to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on families in the Gambia. The government is seriously looking at that. But I urge all of us to wait for the statement by His Excellency. So we're all going to learn a whole lot of points from that with respect to what we need to do subsequently. So let's wait for the statement. Thereafter, we can analyze it and answer more questions.
Final question for the
to deal with a large number of things. And you have seen that
that the number of people on the quarantine are all tested or not?
Yeah. So the first thing is the border between the Gambia and Senegal. Yeah, we know the borders are porous. We know there are villages that part of the village is in the Gambia, part of the village is in Senegal. This is the nature of the situation. But what we do is, first of all, to enlighten the people. We enlighten the people that the borders are closed and they should respect that. But the official border points, are manned by the various security personnel to enforce the closure of the border. Now, the unofficial border points are the challenge. We all know it is challenging to man those points, but of course there is hope to be patrols. We expect patrols at those various points. The Interior Ministry and and the various other sister agencies are looking at patrolling other sites. To make sure that these other entry points are closed as well. But I think you also understand that it is a big challenge between the Gambia and Senegal. These are the realities of life. Sometimes you have these difficulties. Manning the entire border is going to be very difficult, but we would like to continue the sensitization of the people that the borders are closed so that there isn't that entry through the unofficial border points. But we still continue to be vigilant. We monitor the people who come into our communities. When people cross the borders, they don't cross the border to stay in the bush. They cross the border to go to the communities. So those communities should also help the enforcement agencies. They enforce the border closure. They cross the borders to go into the cities, into towns. So those people in the town should also help the enforcement agencies to enforce the border closure. Because government is not closing the border because government enjoys border closures. Because that is a step, an important step in our struggles against the COVID-19. Now, coming to the other question, preparedness, I keep on saying, is a process. It's a process. You do what you can with regards to within your means, within what you have, within your resources. And then when the cases come, we pray they don't come. More cases do not come, but you deal with them as and when they come. Now, what we are doing is we are getting a lot of equipment in our preparedness. We are getting a lot of ventilators. We have some ventilators currently. Some have been installed and others are being installed. But we are not stopping at that. We are procuring a lot more ventilators. We are procuring a lot more intensive care beds. We are procuring a lot more protective gadgets. So the procurement continues whilst we await for any eventuality. So it is our strategies are being propped up, and we are trying to increase our capabilities of dealing with cases as and when they arrive. We are fixing the treatment center, is being renovated, we all know, and other centers are in preparation just in case the treatment center is full and we need to use other facilities. So the preparation in that aspect is still ongoing.
Thank you very much.
Some have been tested and others are not tested. So they use various criteria to test the high-risk patients, the high-risk people, at the quarantine center. So some of them have been tested, but the others are being monitored for any early signs, symptoms and signs, so that we can swing into action. The idea about the quarantine is they are isolated, they are on their own. So if anyone develops symptoms, they can be checked and then the various tests done, but they wouldn't have infected any other person because they are on their own. So that is the idea about quarantine. Under quarantine, they are regularly monitored for early signs and symptoms and appropriate action taken. Now, but under quarantine, it also prevents them from possibly infecting other people just in case they themselves are infected. That is the idea. That is why quarantine is so important. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Derek, you want to say something?
Thank you very much, Honorable, for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and give an update to the media. And I'm sure this is also something that what we have taken as a strategy. After all the press release, we also need to go and do the, translate the press release into local languages. And this we have started yesterday, and we also want to promise you that we're going to continue that one so that at least we can have better understanding of what we are trying to deliver, especially the statements we are delivering. With regards to how do we have a system to monitor rumors or whatever, just to assure you that we have a system to monitor and track rumors and to respond to rumors when they occur. That's what we have, and then currently that's why most of the rumors we are trying to counter. What we are talking about, we all start to counter it, and we have a system whereby perhaps when you go to court, we will show you how we are able to track rumors and how do we address them, and that is also helping us now to get better information. So the system is already in place. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then as this is ongoing, you can reserve your questions for tomorrow. In summary, I just want to say a quick summary for Sarahule viewers. As you know, URR is a case is discovered, and after we summarize this, mare mo masakunda digang kanenya ni lakandi kana tunanti kana kaklen taundi ke albalau na dunwa so kama oswa jagalweni rono kunkun karimeri ona ke albalau gaja ya gunta di kannen tadi araba se sukita gahumbe kono kiriseke awa ama fati awa bireni manchakunda wa atokono timo onga kumbe gana tasirran takinyi na mona haya mona de maga hasono mogobe yonkinna allama alla gana dunya ahasonwa so Kenya nita odo golle ngame o ka de mana on ta ka to ora way kurunu agana ro agana sirga beraga kana o jarge kana to nyitan kenya o ta ko ma jangiro lo jamani ne da sirga beraga ha agal je pore no yani o ga giri o go tanci o do tanci gindi pour ga kane kutun mo be pro sun golli do me keni ala balaw nyaay serenta to gar nokube Kenya o da ha me ona ka de mana on ta ka to kono ngani ho kaga ma ho kito maka pour demander kana to alla makita ka rondo ki o wa golli no wadde aka de mana pour ke al balaw ga takani mo be o ga katana nyi mo be kaga na di ado kullen terin kana man ta kunda ke terin ka boro duna ka honu nyangolli do me kube silinte ngate jangiro to baranya on that note, Minister, I would like to thank you, and on the thank you I would like to thank also the youth of this country, the young people. There was no Sunday beach, and that shows that the young people are very responsible. Bravo. If you are a young person in the Gambia, we thank you for cooperating. No Sunday beach is an important development. This means that you take your responsibility very well, and young people are going out. The director can be in witness. Young people are coming, so it's important that I take this opportunity to speak on behalf of the Gambia government to thank the young people for coming forward, for taking the initiative. Some people, they don't even want to be paid. They come to our office and say, look, we want to help voluntarily. So bravo to all the young people in the Republic of the Gambia. On behalf of the Gambia government, I salute you. And as you already know, tonight, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Adama Barrow, will be addressing the nation. It will be a synchronized broadcast across the various media channels, GRTS, QTV, PUTV, and Star TV. Hopefully next time, the online media will be connected. Thank you very much.
Do you live abroad and want to build your dream home in the Gambia without risking your funds and family ties? Do you want a household name that is trustworthy and efficient? A name that will continue to give you updates on the project from the beginning to the very end with videos and pictures? If your answer is yes, then worry no more. Boss Construction and Asset Management is here for you. If you live outside the Gambia and want to build your dream home, then this is ideal for you. Just reach out to Boss Construction and let's start building the dream home into a reality. With Boss Construction, the difference is clear. We give you value for money. Some of our services includes the following: construction management, building equipment rentals, rent management, purchase and leasing, asset management, and many more. For more information, please contact 282-4945. Better still, send us an email, bossgambia@gmail.com, or you can also visit our website on www.bossgambia.com. Boss Construction, a name you can trust. Boss Construction and Asset Management, keeping families together.
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for our beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.